Hello everyone, welcome to the reading. This reading will be for Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet. So it's been interesting because there's rumors going around, at least like a minute ago, of them trying to make it work. But there's a more recent rumor that Lisa Bonet is trying to kind of like get Jason to come back into her life and all of that, which is funny because the reading that I did for them showed that she's the one that's kind of like trying to make things work, you know what I mean? So let's pick up the energies. This deck will be for Jason Momoa, this deck will be for the both of them, and this deck will be for Lisa Bonet. Let's get straight to it. So let's see. Are the rumors true that they're trying to make it work? Let's see what's going on. Let's get his perspective of the situation. This Four of Pentacles. This gives off the energies of definitely of like family vibes and shit like that. But the fact that this is Pentacles, it has to do with money. This is also an energy as well of strategy, of trying to like figure out and work through shit. So this is showing me that the rumors are definitely true. But on his end of things, it has to do with business. It definitely has to do with business. Let's see what this deck shows. Communication, news. You see this shit? He's definitely trying to communicate with her. You know what I mean? They're definitely communicating with each other. This is, again, speaking of them trying to work shit out. But I'm getting a devious energy from his vibes, you know what I mean? That it has to do with his money, his image, you know what I mean? Because it was showing me in the reading that I did for him that, like, he thought that his career was going to blow up for whatever reason. Like, it was going to become bigger than it already is, you know what I mean? So it was showing me that he was, like, trying to make a clean break from his wife. You know, I don't know if they're still married or not. But this is showing me that things kind of didn't go down as he thought. You know what I mean? That's why it's an energy of strategy here. Because it's kind of just like, things aren't happening the way I thought. So it's kind of just like he feels like, do he possibly need her? You know what I mean? In order to have sort of like a more successful Hollywood career. Because this is showing me his opportunities aren't looking so good. That's why he's trying to communicate with her. It's a devious energy that I'm picking up. Let me pick up her vibe. What's going on with her? Because it's showing me that he's definitely trying to communicate and get back together with her. You know what I mean? It doesn't show me like if it's going to be like a sure thing, but I'm just picking up the energy so far. I have more like questions to ask and shit. But this visionary in this sort of situation, she's trying to put two and two together. You know what I mean? She's thinking about her opportunities. She's thinking about her standing in life. She's thinking about her position. But the fact that she's in this elevated situation is showing me that she's being difficult. You know what I mean? She's definitely being a bitch at this time. This is an energy of power, like the throne. So she is definitely in her power. She's just like, yo, dude, you know, what do you want? Like, what's going on? You know what I mean? But intuitively, I'm picking up the vibe that it's an act. Like, it's kind of just like, yeah, she is genuinely, like, upset and mad. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's kind of just like she really does want to be, like, back together with him. So let's see what this deck shows. Group B. This is deep. This is definitely deep. What did I tell you guys? That's kind of just like she was trying to be in her power, is like being in her power and trying to be like basically like a bitch. Like, yo, what do you want? Like, what's going on? You know what I mean? Like, she's trying to act hard and shit. But look at this shit, a groupie. You know what I mean? Also stalking, you know what I mean? This is a deep energy, right? Because she was seen with her ring. I don't know how long ago. I just seen like an article about it actually. I didn't even see a video. I actually like read an article or something where it was just like, she had her ring on the opposite hand, you know what I mean? And what does that mean? You know what I mean? That like basically people were trying to like reach out to her people to get like an explanation, but she didn't say shit. Like they didn't say anything about like what was going on. And people were saying that she's trying to like persuade him to get back together with her. So that's deep. And this is showing that shit is real. You see with the obsession, It is what it is, guys. You can't fake the energies. I know people don't like it, but it is what it is. It's like, you know, she wants to get back together with him. This is deep energies. What else can I see about their interaction? What else is going on with their interaction? Okay, this card is face down, so it has to do with his emotion. This is deep, right? Because this is the female in this image here, and this is the male. You see how this guy is outside and he's trying to leave? It's kind of just like he's stalling at this moment. He's definitely stalling. Again, I don't know if they officially signed papers or not. I don't know all of that. But this is showing me that he's definitely stalling. You know what I mean? And she's just like, yo, you know, what's going on? Do you really want to go? That's the vibe that I'm picking up. The fact that this is a page as well, this is showing me that the communication is kind of like silly. It's kind of just like, yeah, they both have like their own needs, their own desires as to like why they're trying to like get back together. You know what I mean? Like the previous reading I did for them show that on her end of things, it's a more practical situation. You know what I mean? But this is showing me that their communication is really silly. You know what I mean? It's kind of just like, again, it's an immature way of communicating. It's like an indirect way. You know what I mean? This is showing me that they say things to each other here and there, but it's like silly. It's like almost testing the waters. You know, it isn't like real conversation. Like, yo, do we really want to get a divorce? It isn't anything like that. It's kind of just like, yo, how are you doing? Oh, I'm doing good. You know, like, oh, would you like to come over? Oh, okay, sure. It's like silly like that. It's kind of just like testing the water energy. You know, they've been together for so long, so you would think that they would have a deep way of communicating with each other. But this is showing me, it's almost like they're communicating with each other as if they're both strangers. They're very guarded is what I'm picking up. Let's see what else is happening. This is deep. This is a sexual energy. This whole sweet and sticky, you know what I mean? This is showing me that they're definitely hooking up at this moment with this physical touch. You know what I mean? That they're definitely like having sex and all of that shit. Also, let me just say, because I forgot to say at the start of this reading, that this is all allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. Guys, you know the energies are real, but I have to say all of that shit because of YouTube and all. So yeah, but this is showing me that their communication is stupid as hell. It's funny, right? Because I ain't gonna lie with you guys. With this energy, it actually upsets me because it's so stupid. Like the way they're communicating, it makes me upset because it's so dumb. But this is showing me they're having sex at the same time. So it's just, let me pick up her energy. Like, what's going on with them? Like, what else can I see about, like, their shit? This duality, right, with this black and white being the wheel of fortune, she's trying to operate with her third eye. You know what I mean? It's kind of just like she's been pushed to being like in a place where she doesn't have any control. So it's like she has to rely on her third eye. So it's kind of just like, yeah, I was kind of like talking shit about how they're communicating and shit like that. But for her, it's what, like, I guess you can say her instinct, you know what I mean? Or her higher, like, angels, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't know. But this is kind of just like she's being, like, pushed to act this way. You know what I mean? It's kind of just like her instincts is telling her, like, yo, like, don't come at it as it is. You know what I mean? Just, like, a step at a time. You know what I mean? It's kind of just like, don't try to do too much. Just come at it like here and there, you know what I mean? Intuitively, that's where she's being pushed to go, you know what I mean? This Wheel of Fortune, though, right? I'm getting an energy of sadness. I'm not even gonna lie with you guys. I'm definitely getting an energy of sadness because she's really tender at this moment in time, you know what I mean? It's kind of just like her spirit is sensitive. Like, she's really extremely sensitive. So it's kind of just like, that's why it's funny. That's why she's, like, trying to, like, act hardcore and do the most kind of, too. Because it's kind of just like, it's a defense mechanism that I'm picking up. It's definitely a defense mechanism. Because all the uncertainty, not just that, it's deep, but what came to mind is humiliation. Literally, humiliation came to me. So it's kind of just like, she's in her feelings about shit. You know, yeah, this is the Wheel of Fortune, but I'm picking up there's going to be more sadness to come. Very sad, you know, but I got to keep it real with you guys. Let's see what this deck shows. The wild card. What was I telling you? That it's a lot of uncertainty going on with her, right? With this wild card, she doesn't know how to act. You know what I mean? She doesn't know how to be. It's kind of just like 1 minute she's on like a high horse. You know what I mean? She's trying to like be like a boss bitch of like, yo, what do you want? Like, why are you calling me? You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? But then like, then she's having sex with him, you know what I mean? But then it's kind of just like she's not communicating with him straight. So it's kind of just like, it's a very unpredictable energy at this time for her, and it's making her feel a particular way. I'm curious, does she love him? This is funny, right? Because in the previous reading I did for them, it showed that it was all like about like basically being practical. But, you know, months has passed, weeks has passed. So let's see, like maybe she might love this guy. You know what I mean? Kind of just like you grow to love something when it's gone. With this collider, there's still an energy of being practical. I'm not even going to lie with you guys. It's an energy of being practical. This isn't an organic situation. This is a man-made situation. This collider, you know what I mean? If you know anything about this shit, this is a man-made situation. This doesn't happen in nature. So this is showing me that, nah, it's still about practicality for her. It's no love. You see what I mean? With this mathematics, she's still trying to process shit. Also, if the reading just ends, it's because I forgot to turn on my airplane mode. Sorry, my bad. But this is showing me with this mathematics, she's still trying to process shit. You see, you can't make up the damn energy. She's just like, yo, if I take this step, if I do this with this dude, like, how is it gonna like work out for me? It's an energy of being practical. She doesn't love him. Let's see what this deck shows. We might get some like tea or something with this shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's not showing me love. It's definitely not showing me love. And look at this shit with this athlete and this dedication and training and talent and active and all of that shit. She's coming at this like it's like a sport or something. You know what I mean? It's kind of just like she's trying to be on her P's and Q's and shit. She's just like, she's trying to make the right step. You know what I mean? She's doing this to win. You know what I mean? Athletes are all about winning, right? So for her, she wants to win. You know, she takes this shit serious. You know what I mean? She definitely takes this shit serious. Let's see. Does he love her? Because I'm going to be real. I'm not getting no love from the both of them. Like, even at the start reading. But I just asked because I know, like, sometimes you guys be curious about shit like that. So let's see. Who knows? Maybe I might be surprised. Nope. 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 There's no love. This guy, he has a lot of secrets. He has a lot of shady habits and behaviors. You know what I mean? This is like Pandora's box. The shit's been open. So this is deep because this is giving me a deeper perspective, right? He's trying to make it work with her for practical reasons. She's doing the same as well. But this is like, once you open Pandora's box already, it's kind of just like you can't close that shit. You can't put all the monsters back in the fucking box. You know what I mean? Like, he's been doing the most. You know what I mean? Yeah, he was already cheating from, like, the previous reading I did for them. Like, he was doing his own thing already. But this is showing me that he's been just, like, doing the most. You know? He also picked up new habits. He picked up other habits. I ain't gonna lie. I'm picking up some serious shit. You know what I mean? I'm picking up some, I gotta say it, some new drug use and all sorts of shit. You know, I'm not talking about soft drugs as well. I'm talking about some heavy shit. He's been doing a lot of shit, right? And it's relevant because it's like, how are you supposed to make things work? Because they already don't love each other, but now he has even newer bad habits that he's dealing with. You know what I mean? So it's kind of just like, it's a lot of shit. That's why I was picking up like that Wheel of Fortune and it looked too good. Because it's like this dude, he has a lot of baggage. He has a lot of bad shit going on with him. Let's see what this deck shows. Very quick. You see what I mean? It's all about showing off. It's about the people's perception. You know what I mean? I know this says proud and trophy wife and all of that shit. But this is about status. This whole thing is about his status. Again, I was picking up the vibe that he wanted to make a clean break from her because he thought that his career was going to take off, right? You know what I mean? So he's just like, yo, I'm about to make more money. You know what I mean? I don't want her to be obligated to, like, money if we get divorced. You know what I mean? And, like, you know, and I have, like, all this new shit coming up and she's going to be entitled to that. So he's like, fuck it. I don't want to fuck with her no more. I want that separation. And I'm going to use COVID as an excuse. Because, like, he mentioned, like, COVID and the whole breakup letter or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? About how like shit is changing for everyone. Basically, it was an excuse, right? But this show off energy is kind of just like, things aren't looking too good for him as far as work. I'm gonna be real with you guys. Intuitively, that's what I'm picking up. Shit's not looking good for him as far as work. You know what I mean? So now he's in his head. He's like, damn, I'm not getting no new opportunities. I thought like I was gonna have like all this new shit come into my life. You know, and the reading I did for them as well, it showed that it wasn't gonna go down. That like in his head, that's what he thought. So that's funny that I'm picking up this energy again. But it's kind of just like, now he's like, damn, I need this lady in my life, because it seemed like when I was with her, I had a particular energy. So it's almost a vibe of a misstep. You know what I mean? A miscalculation. He thought that like he was going to be hot shit, but it's not looking too good. And intuitively, I'm picking up a funny fucking energy. It's kind of just like, he feels like he's being seen as an old fat man. It is what it is. I don't even know like how his body looks at this moment, but that's what I'm picking up intuitively. He's just like, damn, people see me as an old fat man. I'm not sexy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not having all these new opportunities. So I need to rely on the whole image of like being a husband, a family man. You know what I mean? He wants to exploit that shit. So I mean, damn, the energies, it speaks for itself. You know what I mean? It definitely speaks for itself. I'm gonna ask a few more questions because this is interesting to me, actually. Again, this is a random reading, but this is very fascinating. So I want to see like, how is it going to go for him? The whole like trying to exploit shit, like trying to exploit basically his wife and all of that. Like, how are the people going to take it? Damn, I'm gonna be real with you guys. The people, it's deep. It's giving me two things, right? It's giving, one of the things that I picked up, that's why I was like, damn and shit, is because it's like, people are stupid. People are gonna buy into it. You know what I mean? I definitely pick up the energies of people buying into it. But the truth is, a lot of people don't care. That's the second part of this. People do not care. They don't care about like him and what he has going on. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Let me pick up the top of the deck. You see what I mean? People got their own shit going on. They're trying to figure out shit in their life. They're trying to process shit in their life. They're not focused on this guy. They're definitely not focused on this guy. So it's kind of just like, the energy speaks for itself. You know what I mean? It speaks for itself. Let me get like future energies. What's future energies regarding him and Lisa Bonet? Let's see. This Hangman, it's gonna be nothing but drama. That's what I'm picking up. It's gonna be nothing but drama. You see where there's smoke, there's fire. There's a lot of fire between them, you know what I mean? And it's not positive fire. I'm picking up some negative fuck shit, you know what I mean? He's gonna be escaping again, trying to like break up with her, you know what I mean? So I don't know like what's going on, because I believe that they've been keeping like a low profile, you know what I mean? So it's kind of just like we're not able to see like what's happening. But with this reading, it was showing me that they're still having sex, they're still doing shit. But it's showing me at the end of all of that, you know what I mean? It's going to be nothing but him just being by himself. You know what I mean? Where it's kind of just like, fuck. You know what I mean? Where he's injured. You know what I mean? He's tired and overwhelmed. Let's see what this deck shows. Create with me. She keeps trying to create with him. She keeps trying to create with him. You see what I mean? This is the more prominent energy, the female. You know what I mean? She's still talking about teamwork and shit. You know what I mean? So it's like she's really trying to do the most. This is showing me that, again, she can't let shit go. She cannot let shit go. It's like he wants to make a clean break, but every time like they get together, it's nothing but drama and issues. You know what I mean? And then it's like her trying to do shit to get back together with him. Again, like wearing that ring, for example, it's kind of just like, I don't know. This is weird. You know what I mean? It's definitely weird. The energy speaks for itself. She's always trying to get back together with this dude. Let me pick up her vibe. So that's what's going to be happening. Like, he's going to try to make a clean break, but she's going to be like, yo, dude, let's create again. It's really funny, actually. She needs to learn to let shit go, is what I'm picking up. Yeah, this is like when you're desperate. I'm gonna call it as it is. That's what I'm getting is desperation. You know, usually the star has to do with prayer as well. It has to do with wish fulfillment. You know what I mean? It's kind of like when you get on your knees and you start praying to the Most High. Like, please, Father, could you please let this go, you know, a particular way for me? You know what I mean? Not just that, this is showing me she's trying to alchemize some shit. So it's kind of just like, again, I don't know what her higher power is. You know what I mean? I don't know what she believes in. I don't know what her practices are. But this is showing me spiritual practices, whatever that might be for her. And I'm not talking about anything sinister. You know what I mean? I'm not picking up anything bad, but this is showing me she's in her spiritual practices. You know what I mean? Not just that, she's trying to alchemize. So again, it's that same situation. It's like they get back together and it's nothing but drama. Then she's like, again, create with me. Then again, she's wishing that they'll be back together. I mean, it's really funny. Let's see what this deck shows. With this silver fox and this whole situation, it's funny because I believe that she's the one that's, I believe she's older than him, if I'm correct. But it's funny because I'm picking up a mirroring energy. I'm definitely picking up a mirroring energy. It's kind of just like he plays her and then she plays him. I'm picking up a very toxic energy. You know what I mean? I'm also picking up like tones of like sexual energy as well. So it's kind of just like a weird situation. I guess this is real life, you know. Sometimes people have a hard time letting shit go. You know what I mean? This happens all the time. Like, I've known a ton of people that does this, where they break up and then, like, you know what I mean, like socially they're not doing anything together, but like, you know, behind closed doors they're like having sex and trying to make shit work. And then they're trying to like do other things too, like they're talking to other people. So it's giving me a dysfunctional energy. It's definitely giving me a dysfunctional energy. But it's kind of just like they're both playing each other. You know what I mean? I'm definitely picking up an energy of playing each other. It's a deep energy. It's definitely a deep energy. You know what I mean? Because it's giving me a lot of shit. It's definitely giving me a lot of shit, but it's kind of just like repetitive energy, so I'm just not going to repeat the same shit. But again, it's giving me the same shit that was showing up throughout the reading. I'm going to leave it here, guys. Definitely tell me what you thought about this reading, you know what I mean? I know it's kind of like repetitive, but again, it is what it is. I can't help what pops up in these readings, you know what I mean? Definitely press the thumbs up button. If you would like to have a reading with me, how to go about that will be in the description box. If you would like me to cover a celebrity for you, how to go about that as well will be in the description box. Peace and abundance for all.